Hi Earth Signs, it's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your weekly mudra reading. Thank you. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Let's go. Angels, what information do you have for my beautiful Earth Signs? All right, while I was shuffling, I heard something to do with the urinary tract. This ain't got nothing to do with that, but it kind of do. So we'll get into it in a second. The urinary tract. Okay. So this is purification. So it's time to detox, Earth signs. All right. You may be detoxing your environment as well. Flushing. So you'll be okay, well that goes with the UTI, right? Or well, maybe some of y'all had a UTI and you finna find out why possibly. Look deeper. Now, flushing of the system, flushing of the environment, flushing. So some of you may be in a space where it's time for you to let go of certain things that no longer serve you and you're trying to hold on to them. And you ain't gonna do nothing but be disappointed. With this purification card, keep getting dark, I meant to fix that. With this purification card, what I'm seeing here is that something has been bugging you. Something has been getting on your nerve, and some of y'all can't figure out what the hell it is. You also may have been in a space where you've been having issues with this part of your hands. These, right? Some of you may have, out of nowhere, gotten calluses here. Okay. They're saying that that's a sign. You may have been overworking or working on something too. Like you may not even work with your hands, and all of a sudden you start getting your hands start peeling, or you began to get those calluses right here. When I was young, I would get them right here. Okay. But what they're telling me is that, it may be right here for y'all too. Okay. So what they're telling me is, instead of stubbornly holding on to certain things, like there may even be heirlooms that it's time for you to release yourself of. You tried to cleanse them. You tried to, it don't even match the decor in your house. That sucks. You know, you don't want to get rid of nothing. Put it in the basement. Now, or the attic. Now, I feel, some of you may be deciding to exercise or look into some type of new, okay. Maybe it's something to do with cardio. But exercise is going to be important for you this week. I also feel the ducts, tear ducts, sweat glands. Notice those things, they said. Is there a change in, maybe this is anxiety then, from what they said. Anxiety. See, that's why I was explaining last year around this time when I was going through that a little bit. That anxiety sweat come out of nowhere. You don't even feel like you going through nothing like that, and it come out of nowhere. And it like if you have no smell when you sweat, anxiety sweat has a smell. Smell like you're an athlete, like you really done been out there playing baseball. Move forward. So pay attention to your perspiration. Perspiration. Whatever. Spell check the fuck. Now, there are some things that need to be healed here. There are some things that need to be healed when it comes to communication. Some of you may be in a space where you want to say certain things to certain people. You gotta let it go. You've been holding on to it for so long. By the time you say something about it, they're not going to remember what the hell you're talking about. Some of you may even, on the other end of that, maybe you do need to say some things to certain people. It's going to be on you. You use your discernment. You've been holding on to something 30 years. Now, maybe there is something that you need to get off your chest to cleanse your soul, cleanse your spirit. I also feel with this flushing, because that's what it's called, flushing, I feel like. There may be, I don't know why they feel like the circulatory system, but this is the throat. This working with your throat. So, maybe dealing with a Taurus. So with this purification, you've been biting your tongue, trying to hold something in so long. Not telling people, not using the map. Use the map, earth signs. But there's a need for you to not bite your tongue on certain situations. So you got to use your discernment. There are things that need to be flushed out of your system. There's some energy that is sitting up and is stagnant. I really feel that if you've been having any issues with your collarbone or your décolleté, it don't matter if I said it right. I like how I said that. But any type of issues with that part right there has something to do with you needing to flush your system, flush your spirit, flush your mind. Here. Okay? Let's see what they said. I also feel that, like, a lot of the energies that are sitting, like some of you may walk in your home and it just feels heavy. Whether it's your spouse and what they bringing, that's why we don't get into it. Cause that's why I can't just be out here just. Cause people be bringing stuff with them like, child, they feet be heavy. Now, when you walk in your home, there may be the mist, the gray mist, or you just may feel that something ain't right? Cleanse. Flush out your entire space, because I really feel the way that is around it, that gray, I really feel that there are some things that are lingering in your home. I don't know if it's that heirloom or not. What is that heirloom? Okay. So, like a little box or something. I don't know if it's like one of them little boxes where you open it and the lady spin around, like them little cute little old school jewelry boxes. She's spinning around real slow and they got a light in it. That's for one person. So, these are cards that I got. So, they're saying here that there will be, justice will prevail. There are a lot of you are going through, may have gone through some things where you are trying to rid yourself of a Libra or an earth sign outside of you, right? Or it just could be you taking matters into your own hands and trying to make something right. But overall, someone is feeling as though they can finally speak their truth and move forward in their life. Someone is finally in a space where they've made a commitment to trying to make things work or make things right. Someone, okay? Whether it be a lawsuit or just making a commitment to marry. Here. Yep. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. So with this Wheel of Fortune, what it feels like to me is that many of you may be in a space where you want to do the right thing for the right reasons. You know that you want to grow and expand. You want to possibly with someone, or, you may even be someone's liquidating their assets as well. Okay. I also feel that once you flush yourself of any insecurities, flush yourself of any impurities, go ahead and speak your truth and do what is right. Maybe signing some type of contract when you were about to give up, waiting for justice to prevail, and about to give up. Someone is speaking their truth finally, taking matters into their own hands, being very diligent about that. This is earth with air here. Earth with air and the passion of fire, right? So you may be in the upswing this week when it comes to your business, the growth thereof, new marketing, or what have you. Hold on. There's also someone is getting rid of any toxicity in their life. Someone is getting rid of a toxic person or a toxic situation. They're saying goodbye, good riddance. Adios, amigos. By the way, Takeoff is one of the most underrated Migos. Okay? You need to go listen to Takeoff. Move forward. I'm seeing here where there may be okay, for those someone is married or engaged, there is a ring. They want out of the commitment. They thinking about it. They sit up this high, you know they thinking about it. Cause I used to do it. Like they're like this my right hand, but this what they be doing. I need to leave this motherfucker. I gotta find an exit plan. That's what they doing. So someone is deciding on if they want to stay in a commitment or not. And they may be taking a chance here. But when they try to take this chance, when they try to do things and set the standard or say what it is that they're going to do and how they're going to do it, the other person is coming in with a vengeance. Like, I cannot believe that you would even try that. I can't believe that you did that. I can't believe. Here. Somebody's stock going up this week. Moving forward. What is this Wheel of Fortune? Someone is feeling like gambling, taking a chance, taking a risk that's going to break a heart. Somebody's heart getting broke this week. Ending something. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Ending something. Wanting out. Saying bye. A death that causes grief and heartbreak. Growth and expansion. Someone, like, you know, in relationships, people grow apart. It could be a friend, family member, whoever. However this resonates in your life. Critical thinking. Now. Yep. Someone is looking back like, hold on. We've done this. We've done that. Or it may be you looking back like, I don't know if I want to get out of this and how I should. Is this going to hurt the person? What am I going to do? Am I going to hurt myself? If you don't do what you need to, it will happen regardless. That's major. You got two majors. As the wheel turns. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now, as the wheel turns, there will be a need to reassess. You will go into reassessing your finances, flushing out your account. Somebody is hiding assets. May have a Swiss account. The other person finds out about it and feels like ending it all. Now then, I'm also seeing here that someone wants to not be held accountable for heartbreak. So they're trying to get out of it and figure a way out of it. Yep, King of Cups, King of Swords. There's a choice that needs to be made between two people. If someone needs to make a logical choice, right? But overall, what I'm seeing is that, you know, somebody may have a decision to make between somebody that's mentally sexy and somebody that's physically sexy. That's the most simple way I could put it. It could be a lot of other things. Oh, this one is emotionally available and that one isn't. Blah, blah. This one is easier to talk to than that one. I have better sex with this one or whatever. Over here, y'all already know how this go over here. But there may be a decision that needs to be made between two people. Someone has to put on their big boy pants or big girl panties and go ahead and make this decision, or it will be made for them. Stubbornly holding on to what has already run its course. I told you. Eight of Cups. Told you. Eight of Cups and Temperance. Unearthing the truth and ready to walk away and do what is right. But they're saying also with this divine intervention that may be taking place, with this new approach, with this, it feels like a tower moment already happened, right? And there's a need to, with this newness that you want to walk into and just, you know, make sure that you do what is necessary with whoever so that you can get up out this. It's going to take that you be the alchemist of the situation, because I feel as though between the two people that you need to choose from, you have to make sure that you are centered, you are balanced, and making the right decision before moving forward. You may be in a space where you don't want to, or you are willing to allow the universe to do it. That's your life. Okay, but it's going to happen. I'm also seeing here where some of you have options, or okay, how else can we see this? Walking away from a job that you have been at for a very long time and following your own divine destiny to get where you want to go and how you want to move forward. But looking back, ain't nothing back there but your ways. So that could be that as well, the decision that needs to be made and wanting it to be right, right? Because I feel like y'all are the Knight of Pentacles. Y'all want to take y'all time and do what it is that y'all want to, but if you take too much time and if you miss this opportunity period, it's not this week, but this King of Swords goes right with this Aquarius energy that's coming in on the 16th, and it's going to be here for 3 weeks. Okay, so people will be super intuitive under this Aquarius, and thoughts are moving at warp speed, and communications run the gamut from brilliant to bizarre. So go ahead and get things right now. You've been forewarned, so you are forearmed. So if you have a decision between two people, two jobs, two ways, two lifestyles, it's something, it's two of something, and you the third party in whatever way, right? Some of you may be fearing whatever this is that is coming, because regardless, it's always going to be more than two. It's always going to be three. For some reason, I feel like that. So it could easily be that there's a decision that is made where it's not going to be final until it's final. Just waiting for the remainder of the collapse to happen, right? All right. So here we have mental clarity, purity, and spaciousness. This enhances circulation to the neck, throat, and thyroid. It aligns cervical spine, releases tension from the neck and jaw. It helps to purify thoughts and limiting beliefs. Okay, so you'll hold your hands like this. Rest the backs of the hands on the tops of the thighs. Relax shoulders down and align the spine. Be cautious if you have hypertension, hyperthyroid. Use caution. Don't use it, and don't suggest nobody use it. Don't be slick. Don't do it. Be like, oh, why you sitting up here doing this? How can I get out this situation? Be like, won't you do this? And you know they got hyperthyroid. That's wrong. Move forward. Now, your focus or affirmation is, by embracing purity on all levels, I open to greater expansion. By embracing purity on all levels, I open to greater expansion. By embracing purity on all levels, I open to greater expansion. I like it. Y'all like my little Prince? This is my Prince Michael Jackson hair thing right here. What?